There's a story in Florida no one is telling. It's a story about second chances, a story largely unseen. Now, the people in this story are not innocent. They did something wrong. They broke the law. And in the eyes of society, at least, they deserve to pay a price. But after they serve their time, they face a world that no longer wants them, a world that often leads them right back to the very place that makes them worse, prison. We will hear from a man who spent decades in that cycle and the local ministry now on a mission to break it. Plus, the former Florida lawmaker who's now spotlighting this problem, not with politics, but with the cold, hard facts.
All right.
Tell me your story.
I fell into what they call the down spiral of life.
For Edward McCarty, that downward spiral began after his knee operation. First came the pain meds, then the addiction.
That welcomed me into a door that I shouldn't have never went into, but in all, it just transformed me from the person that my people knew I was, my family members knew me as, into somebody they didn't recognize.
His family started to drift away as he fell further into a life of crime.
And then after my license got suspended, the drugs came involved, and so I say maybe 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah.
In and out of prison?
In and out of prison.
At the end of the day, the very people who are behind those razor gates, these are mothers, these are fathers, these are somebody's children. You talk about the elderly population, these are somebody's grandparents.
Robert Blunt is the president of Abe Brown Ministries, a Tampa nonprofit dedicated to breaking the cycle of incarceration. They offer former inmates everything from job training and education to mental health services, even transitional housing. What are you trying to achieve?
So the cornerstone of what we do is we go into the prisons and we share the gospel. That's the cornerstone of what we do. But in that message is a message of hope, right? And so it's one thing to go inside and deliver this message of hope. It's a whole nother beast to be able to complement that message of hope with tangible opportunities for people to live out their freedom in society.
Results. The kind of results that Ed McCarty is already seeing. He tells us he's learned more in the past 2 months at Abe Brown Ministries than he did during his entire 2 decades in and out of jail.
People get the misconstruction that prisons is better for people, and it's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? You send a man to prison for the extended time that I went for 15 years, you know what I'm saying? It's if the man don't want to change, I don't care if you give him 100 years, he's not going to change. But prison is not there to help you. It's actually there to keep you housed. It's like a housing facility. It's not actually prison. Like people think they are, rehabilitation, so they give you all kinds of, they're not doing that in there.
The numbers back that up. According to the Florida Policy Project, a new nonpartisan think tank launched by former state senator Jeff Brandes, more than 90% of the 82,000 people incarcerated in Florida prisons will eventually return to our communities. Over 60% of those people released will be rearrested within 3 years. The report offers 6 evidence-based solutions to reduce recidivism: employment programs, education, addiction treatment, mental health assistance, staying connected with family, and transitional housing. If all that sounds expensive, consider the cost Florida taxpayers already pay to maintain its aging prison system: $2.4 billion last fiscal year alone, and billions more in the near future. The mission of the Florida Policy Project is to objectively inform state lawmakers about the problems Florida is facing, to help them make better policy decisions, and to pass laws that are based on facts, not politics.
That's my resume.
For Ed, his journey back to a productive, crime-free life is just beginning at 58 years old.
And right now, the person that you see sitting before you is a man that's been broken down, remolded, and transformed into something that actually is better, than I was when I went in.
Where do you see the rest of your life going?
My dreams are simple. You know what I mean? I want to be, looked about as back as my families used to look at me. You know what I mean? the way they looked at me before. I don't want to be looked at as a person they can't trust, and now I'm getting that.
All right, let's expand this conversation now and bring in former State Senator Jeff Brandis joining us here. And you are the founder of the Florida Policy Project. Why did you start this?
My big takeaway after 12 years in Tallahassee was everything in Tallahassee was tactical. There wasn't a strategy. And so I thought about, well, what should be the overall strategy for the state of Florida, and what was doable, what was attainable. And what, to my knowledge, was attainable was focusing on best practices. So if we could just get Florida in every area of public policy up to what is considered the best practice in the country, then I think we would have major gains in the state on the policy front.
What surprised you most when you started taking a deeper look into the criminal justice system in Florida and the prison system?
Really how far away we were from the best practice. Listen, if you get released in prison from Florida, you're getting $50 on a bus pass. Nowhere in the literature does that say that is anywhere close to a best practice. There is no transition services. We know the two most important things once somebody is released from prison are where are they going home to, and can they get a job?
Ed McCarty, who we featured in this story, who's going through the program at Abe Brown Ministries, said that there's the rehabilitation process is not happening in prison.
No.
In fact, it's the exact opposite. And so he, very much to your point, when he was released and he was in and out of the system for years, decades, he said, you know, it was almost more intimidating to be free than it was to be in prison in a way, because you had nowhere to go.
Well, I think Abe Brown famously said, one of his famous quotes is, listen, you go to prison for making bad choices, you go into prison making no choices, and then you're released expected to make good choices. And I think that really encapsulates the kind of life that people find when they're before they're incarcerated, and then coming out. We've given them no tools to make great choices because we've given them no choices to make for the last 5-10 years while they're incarcerated.
Do you think that part of it though is this psychology of America that, okay, you did something wrong, you did the crime, you should do the time, and they're just kind of forgotten about, and there's this sort of want for someone to sort of pay for what they did. I guess the issue with that is eventually if they get out, you haven't set them up for any kind of future life, and in fact they could commit another crime again and then victimize someone else and be a danger to other people and themselves.
I think we aspirationally call it the Department of Corrections, but I think it really is a Department of Warehousing, and I think we've got to turn it back into a Department of Reentry. Right, we need to be thinking 85 or 95% of these people are going to get out of prison. And so we should be thinking about them leaving prison from day one. Listen, there is the penalty stays to prison, and that's a reason that people get removed from society. But the simple truth is, most of them are coming out, and they're either going to come out as more productive members of society and able to exist in society, or they're going to find themselves getting right back into the system.
How do you get lawmakers to buy into this? I mean, these are facts that you're presenting that are objective, that are based on reality. We live in a world now where it seems like facts are being reframed and everyone has their own truth. Can you get both parties to come together and see something completely objectively and say, okay, this is a problem, here are some solutions?
Well, I think, first of all, I think there is complete bipartisan support for some criminal justice reform activities. And I think that's an important point. But secondly, what I'm showing to them is just best practices. We're showing best practices that show better outcomes. Now, if they choose to ignore that, then they're simply putting the public at a safety risk. And so I think ultimately they want to show that they're living up to the best practices because that's essentially the new standard.
I know Florida Policy Project has done several reports. This one is the most recent. What are some of the future things you're going to be taking a look at?
So this series of reports was on criminal justice, but we're also doing property insurance because obviously that's an area that Florida struggles with the strategy on. We're looking at housing. We've already done a report on housing, but we have another housing report coming out in December. And then we're going to be looking at women that are incarcerated. I think that's a totally underviewed issue. Listen, if you ask a dad who's in prison where his kids are, he's going to tell you that they're with their mom, right? If you ask a mom who's in prison where their kids are, after 20 minutes of tears, she'll be able to tell you this complicated story about with friends and families that they're with. I think it's something that is understudied, and we're going to look at best practices for women that are incarcerated.
Is female incarceration up in the state of Florida?
It is, absolutely.
Why do you think that? What's going on with that?
Well, I mean, I think people get involved with the wrong people. I think there's a lot of trauma involved in women that are incarcerated, and I think that the system is just ill-designed to serve them.
All right, Jeff Brandis, we look forward to more reports from Florida Policy Project. Appreciate it. Keep doing great work. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Full Circle Florida continues next.